Borrowing money in order to perform qurbani. If a person does not have money, can he perform qurbani by borrowing money? If qurbani is wajib and he does not have access to his money as it is invested in his business or he has some possessions which he does not wish to sell, then there is no harm if he borrow money of somebody in order to perform qurbani. However, if qurbani is not wajib, then obviously it is not necessary for him to borrow money so that he can perform qurbani. Nevertheless, if he did perform qurbani, he will receive its rewards, but doing so is a major risk as he might not be able to repay the money, and like this, calls and other issues can arise. Therefore, it is my advice that if qurbani is not wajib, then one should not borrow money for the purpose of performing qurbani. Can the meat of qurbani be eaten in Muharramul Haram? Can qurbani meat be eaten after Eidul Adha as past? Some people say the meat should not be cooked in the home once the moon of Muharramul Haram has been sighted, and that the qurbani meat should be finished before the first Muharramul Haram. What is the matter? The answer is, if a person wishes to eat qurbani meat throughout the year, he can eat it. It is permissible. Qurbani meat and any other meat from the slaughter of another animal can be eaten in Muharramul Haram. Dividing the meat from a qurbani animal into three parts. The meat from a qurbani animal is divided into three parts. Is there any basis for this in the Sharia? The ruling of qurbani are mentioned in the part 15 of Bahari Shariat. It is a book. It is stated there that dividing the meat of a qurbani animal into three parts is mustahab. For example, if there is a goat, it should be divided into three parts. The one performing the qurbani should keep one part for himself. He should distribute one part among his relatives and he should give one part to the poor. This is mustahab. If he keeps the entire goat himself, distributes the entire goat or give it to only one person, all of this is also permissible. Upon whom is qurbani wajib? There are two breadwinners in the home who earn up to 20,000. Will qurbani be wajib upon them? Is the question. So it is not the matter of earning 20,000 or 30,000 rupees, because there may be people who earn even rupees of 1 lakh and spend all of it. Some people get by with merely rupees 10,000. Yet there must be others who struggle even with 1,000,000. There are some who have food for today but not for tomorrow. Others who have food for tomorrow but not for the day after. Therefore, a person's income will not be considered. Rather, the condition is that from the Fajr of 10th Zilhijjah to the sunset on 12th Zulhijjah Haram, if a person is rich, that is, he is possession of money equivalent to the nisab, excluding his necessities, and is not the debt, then qurbani will be wajib. It is appropriate to maintain the price of a qurbani animal, or should one remain silent? When you purchase an animal for qurbani, for example, a cow or a goat, then most of people constantly ask how much it cost. In such a situation, is it appropriate to mention its price or to adopt silence? As there is a risk of boasting in this, that is, I bought it for rupees 75,000 or I bought it rupees for 2 lakh. Answer, it is the question, so the answer is this: it is obvious that if someone asks you to the price of the animal and you say that you will not mention, it will hurt his feeling and he will find it unpleasant. So if someone asks, then you should tell them the price. You also have the passion for roaming around with the animal. If you are fulfilling your passion by taking animal and trying it in front of your house, placing flower and garlands on it and adorning it, and like this you are undertaking so much efforts to exhibit the animal, then people will definitely ask how much you bought it for. If you do not show off the animal and instead conceal it, then not many people will find out about it, and few people will ask, or they will ask whether you have purchased an animal for qurbani or not. If you reply yes, then they will ask for how much, And if you say not yet, then they will ask how much are you intending to pay for it. In any case, the people will ask question. This asking of theirs is sometimes unnecessary and sometimes it is not. For example, a person might ask to find out the current going rate for animals and how much this type of animal cost. And as he also wished to go to the market to purchase an animal, he is asking with a good intention. If a person is just asking needlessly, as many people do out of nossiness, then this is unnecessary questioning, and it is good to avoid unnecessary speech. However, this asking of theirs is still not a sin. Therefore, if someone asks you the value of the animal, then tell him the truth with the intention of bringing happiness to his heart. If you do not tell him, you will hurt his feeling. However, those who ask should not ask unnecessarily.